Hello everybody, welcome back to Buzzard-Roost. I am Buzzard. Man, and this coffee. I gotta have my coffee. Welcome back to Seed Sunday. This is going to be a real short one because I really didn't find out that much information on it. So, let's get to it. It's Long Island Mammoth Dill. Sow seeds 1/4 inch deep, 18 inches apart, after threat of frost. Soil temp between 60 and 70 degrees. Plant every couple of weeks until midsummer for a constant supply. Put it like in the corner of your garden or something like that, or close to where you're going to be planting some of these that you can plant by it. Full sun, well-drained soil, rich in organic matter. Plant close to cabbage or onions, but keep away from carrots. Allow to go to seed in a place you want a permanent patch, and you will have fresh dill in the spring. Pest and disease, leaf spot is the most common. As soon as there are 4 to 5 leaves, you can start harvesting. Now, other than the obvious of pickling, or like dill pickles, dill green beans, or pickled green beans, pickled fruit. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can pickle with it. In my research on this, I found something that I thought was interesting. People used to use this, take a little bit off and chew on it as a breath freshener, which would be good, especially in hard times. So, if you know any information on it, write it down in the comments. And I do read my comments, and I respond to almost all of them. But kind of show you, this is a 1 ounce pack of seeds. And there are hundreds in this thing. So there'd be enough to probably share easily with 40, 50 people. Or maybe either before or after shift, maybe do a little bit of trading. A little bit of bartering. Maybe someone has something I don't have in my seeds that I'd like to grow, and maybe they don't have no dill. So it produces a bunch. I do know when the flower heads start to dry out, you put them in like a paper sack, and then you can just crunch them up after they're completely dry, and you'll have your seeds. But in my previous videos, I talk about how my kids and grandkids and great-grandkids, etc., it may be a nightmare for them, but in my comp books are kind of erratic. And to give you an idea, in between arugula and mammoth dill, now this is for educational purposes only. Do not do this. It is dangerous. And it may be illegal. I don't know. By weight, gunpowder. 75% potassium nitrate. Us old timers know it better as saltpeter. Bake in the oven for 25 minutes to get rid of moisture. This stuff absorbs moisture out of the air very, very easily. So you want to make sure it's dry as possible before you grind it up. Anyway, 75% potassium nitrate, 10% sulfur, 15% charcoal. Crush separately, because you don't want to crush them together, because it may not end up good. Well, don't be doing it, so I don't have to worry about you guys hurting yourself, because this is educational only. Sift each. Stir with a stick or plastic. Another advice I'd give is to use like a bowl, a glass bowl or something, a wooden bowl if you got it, it'd be even better. You do not want to have any static electricity or anything like that. But that's in between arugula and mammoth dill. Let's go back just a little bit further. In between arugula and sugar baby watermelon, I got an easy pineapple upside down cake recipe. all the ingredients and all that. Rooting hormone. I've actually done 3 of these and had pretty good luck with all 3. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. You can mix them together, make a concoction. Victory gardens. This is something that we would need for a solar minimum or a grand solar minimum. But Victory Gardens was back in the wartime, and they was rationing everything: coffee, flour, sugar. So they had a program called Victory Gardens, and it encouraged individual homes or people to grow their own gardens. And most of them was done out in the front yard. This is a word I'll mess up. Nixtamalization. It's for like corn. To be able to get the nutritional value that corn has in it, this is the steps you need to do to make that, to make it where you can absorb it. And if you don't do it, can kill you if it is the main source of food. I can't remember what they call it. I think it was kind of compared to like leprosy or something like that. Anyway, like I said, complete, just chaotic. There's no organization in my books. I also keep in my books things. Here's another one that is informational, educational purposes only. I do know this one's illegal. 5 gallon, and you'll know what it is. I'm sure I won't have to tell you, but 5 gallons of water, 5 pounds of sugar, 5 pounds of cracked or cornmeal, 5 packs of yeast in 105 degree water for 5 days, and then cook at 180 degree. Ditch first 5 ounces. It will make you go blind. You'll end up with 5 quarts of truck fuel. And I'm not going to say who said it, but I'm sure a lot of my subs know exactly where that one came from. I also keep my correspondence, like with Bear Independent. He helped me tremendously on my presentation for my preparing the city, and it's been almost a year, and the bureaucrats are more interested in making the sidewalks look pretty than keeping people alive. Here's another one. I don't remember where I got it from. It's lye soap making. It tells everything you need to do. Let's see here. 18 ounces of lye. Now, I stocked up on some lye, but it is drain cleaner. And make sure it's 100% lye. You don't want no other chemicals in with it. Just all kinds of things. I've even got my some gazintas in there. You know, like 1 gazinta, 2 times. Goals. But anyway, it's erratic. And hopefully they get to go through it before they need it. Because if they go through it before they need it, it's going to be, they're going to find it humorous. Now, after, I said I was going to organize it a little better, but I don't think I will. For the simple fact that if I've got a garden book, say this is all garden, nothing but gardening stuff in it, they're going to pick up that gardening book and they're going to go to what they need to and see what they need to do and how to do it. Well, with what I call chaotic book, whenever they get to arugula, and then they're going to look over, see what the next one is, it's going to be gunpowder. that may be something that's in a book that's buried in the other 10 books I got. So for them, they're going to have to go through it, and like I said, I prefer it to be before they have to. But that's it for this video. I thank everyone for being here. Please hit the subscribe and the bell to get notifications on new videos. And also, please hit the like if you liked it. Now, if you didn't like it, hit the unlike. Make sure you write down and comment why you didn't like it, and I will address it. You may like it and you may not. So, anyway, remember, only dead fish follow the flow of the stream. Don't be a dead fish. This is Buzzard. See ya.